One of the sweetest times for me was at the Masesi Church in Uganda. I didn't realize that Enos was there. Enos and I had met when we planted the church and kind of had formed a special bond because we had a few things in common, and there wasn't a language barrier. He speaks English pretty well. And we'd taken a picture together, and I believe it was Terry Rhodes who had sent him a picture. Man, Terry, I thank you for that, because it kind of deepened the bond that we had. And anyway, I was in the church and we were just praising. I was kind of goofing around with the kids, and then to turn around and see him standing there, wow, it was a sweet time, a sweet reunion, just to be able to embrace him, and especially to see his son who was so near death when he'd come to the medical clinic that day, to see he was healthy, not just healthy, I mean really healthy. He's a big old boy. It was a sweet time. We got to take another picture together, me and Enos and his wife and child, and it was just, the renewal of that was a special time for me. The Masesi Church, just, it's always going to hold a special place in my heart. It was a really wonderful time. It's my third time here in Africa in the last, 2 years. And I thought my heart was pretty much here, and had some days this time that I just wanted to hop the next plane and head home. Especially after talking to my wife and daughter, I got kind of homesick. But it's kind of funny, when I began to feel that way, it seemed like the Lord would always put me in a circumstance just to love on people, whether that was playing with the kids or seeing an old friend and having a really warm embrace, and or just sitting with the people and listening to their vision for their country, and just dreaming together how we might come alongside them individually and as the corporate body of Stonegate to help them achieve some of that vision, and the love of Christ, and how it might help them build a nation that's coming out of 20 years of war. It's a really humbling thing to experience, how Christ begins to bring you into a love relationship with other people that, live on the other side of the world, and you don't really know, and you have cultural differences, and the thing that you see in one another is the love of Christ and how He binds you together. And then in 2 Corinthians 5:14 through 15, and this is just what I experienced in Sudan this time. For the love of Christ controls us, having concluded this, that one died for all, therefore all died. And He died for all. That they who live should no longer live for themselves, but for Him who died and rose again on their behalf. That's really really the heart of where God took me. That it was Him causing all of this in me and in the people that we're surrounded with who know the love of Christ. And we serve an awesome God.